Welcome, students, for the second session on computer networking. In our first session, we studied about what are the computer networking, what the basic hardware needed for computer networking, and how computer networks works, how your internet works. Now, in our second session, we will learn about the different kind of topologies used in computer networking. Now, the question arises, what is network topology? In communication networks, a topology is a usually systematic description of the arrangements of a network, including its nodes and connecting lines. Here are some basic structure of network topologies. First one is your bus topology, then star topology, token ring topology, mesh topology, and the tree topology. Now we will discuss it in brief. Your first topology is bus network topology. In local area networks where bus topology is used, each node is connected to a single cable. Each computer or server is connected to the single bus cable. A signal from the source travels in both directions to all the machines connected on the bus cable until it finds the intended recipient. Here is the figure for the bus network topology. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages of every topology. Now we will discuss about the advantages of bus topology. First, it is easy to handle and implement. Second, it is best suited for small networks. Third one is requires less cable length than a star topology. Now, what are the disadvantages of bus network topologies? First one is the cable length is limited. This limits the number of stations that can be connected. This network topology can perform well only for a limited number of nodes. If the number of nodes will increase, it will not work. Third, entire network shut down if there is a break in the main cable. Means all the computers are connected with the same cable. If there is a break in the main cable, rest of the network will not work. Entire network will shut down. Terminators are required at both ends of the backbone cable. The main cable is known as the backbone cable, and it is necessary uh, that both of the ends needs the terminators. Terminators means on the first end there should be a computer, and at the last end there should also be a computer. Difficult to identify the problems in the entire network shutdown. If our networks is not working or if our network shut down, it is very hard. It is very hard to identify the problem that where is the problem is, because there is only a single cable and from where the cable is break, it is very difficult to find out. Our second topology is star network topology. In local area network with a star topology, each network host is connected to a central hub with a point-to-point connection. All traffic that traverses the network passes through the central hub. Here is your figure. In between, there is a hub and rest of the nodes are there. Now, what are the advantages of star network topology? Why we have to use star network topology? It is very easy to install. Star network can be easily extended without description or disturbance of the network, as it was shown in your figure. Na? Easy to detect fault and remove parts because every single computer is connected with the hub. It is not necessary that all, like in the bus network topology, if a cable is fault, if cable is break, all the entire network will shut down. Here, if a wire is break, if a cable you break, only a single computer will break, shut down, not the whole network will shut down. It means easy to detect faults and remove parts. Fourth one is one cable failure affects only a single user. Disadvantages of star network topologies are requires more cable length than other topologies. If the hub fails, all the nodes attached are disabled. Means if a hub fails, means central computer or central hub will fail, all the network will shut down. सब nodes काम करना बंद कर देंगे. More expensive than linear bus topology because of the cost of hub. Because cost is uh, of a hub is very high, so this is more expensive than the linear bus topology. Our third topology is ring network topology. The ring topology is a physically closed loop consisting of point to point links. In a ring network, all the communication messages travels in the same direction, whether clockwise or anti-clockwise. Have a look of this network topology. It is very easy to understand. Advantages of ring topologies are the data be transmitted between two nodes passes through all the intermediate nodes. A central server is not required for the management of this topology. It is a very big advantage. And what are the disadvantages of this ring network topologies? The failure of a single node of a network can cause the entire network to fail because it is working in the ring. Then, if a single node of the network will fail, the entire network will fail. Second, the movement or changes made to network node affects the performance of the entire network. Now, mesh network topology. It is very hard and usually we don't use the mesh network topologies in our daily uses or in schools, colleges. We are not using mesh network topologies. Mesh topologies involves the concept of routes. Unlike each of the previous topologies, messages sent on a mesh network can take any of the several possible paths from sources to destinations. A mesh network in which every device connects to every other is called a full mesh. Now, what are the advantages of mesh topologies? The arrangement of the network nodes is such that it is possible to transmit data from one node to many other nodes at the same time because all the nodes are connected with each and every node. This is only the advantage of the mesh network topology. What are the disadvantages of network topologies? The arrangement wherein every network node is connected to every other node of the network. Many of the connections serve no major purpose. This leads to the redundancy of many of the network connections. And it is not cost effective as it requires more cable than other LAN topologies. Now, transmission media. What is the transmission media is? Data transmission is the way or method to transfer any kind of information from one space to another. Then what are the bases for transmission media? Your bandwidth. It is the amount of information traveling through a single channel at any point of time. Second is your bit rate. It refers to the speed at which data is transferred. And the third one is your delay, the time required to send a signal across a network. And the fourth one is your cost. Cost of material medium means which medium you are using, the cost of that material. Types of transmission media. There are two types of transmission medias are there. First is guided. It is also known as bounded media. Guided media uses cabling system that guides the data signal along a specific path. In our school, there is a guided media is used because all networking are done by cablings. Some of the spaces we are using Wi-Fi connections too. That is also known as the unguided or unbounded media. Unguided media do not need a wire or cable conductor to transmit signals. Now we will talk about the guided media. Basic type of guided medias are coaxial cable, optical fiber cable, twisted pair cables are used depending on the network's topology or protocol and size. It will depend on the topology, that which topology we are going to use these cables. Three types of cables are there: coaxial cable, optical fiber cable, and twisted pair cable. First one is your twisted pair. Twisted pair cable consists of a pair of insulated wire twisted together. It is a cable type used in telecommunication for very long time. Types of twisted pair. There are two type of twisted pairs are there. First is unshielded twisted pair, UTP cable. Shield twisted pair, STP cable. Twisted pair. Have a look. This will look like this. This is a twisted pair cable. Advantages of twisted pair. If we are using twisted pair, there should be some advantages. That's why we use twisted pair wire. It is easy to install and maintain. It has a low weight. It can be easily connected and very inexpensive. Very its cost is not so high. What are the disadvantages of twisted pairs are? It is incapable of carrying a signal over long distances. It has low bandwidth capability, make it unsuitable for broadband applications. Now, your second cable is optical fiber cable. An optical fiber cable is a cable containing one or more optical fibers. The optical fiber elements are typically individually coated with plastic layers and contained in a protective tube suitable for the environment where the cable will be deployed. Have a look of this cable. Now, what are the advantages of optical fiber cables? It is guarantee secures transmission and has a very high transmission capacity. And disadvantage of the optical fiber, they are very most expensive of all the cables. सबसे महंगे होते हैं optical fiber cables. Second thing, installation is difficult and needs special care because it is more expensive, so it needs special care for it. And your last cable, coaxial cable. Coaxial lines confine the electromagnetic waves to the area inside the cable between the center conductor and the shield. The most common uses for coaxial cable is for television and other signals with bandwidth of multiple megahertz. Have a look of this cable. Most of you are familiar with this cable because it is a simple cable used in our house for the cable TV. If you there are the cable TVs, dish TV, the wire is used in the dish TV and the cable. This is a coaxial cable. What are the advantages of coaxial cables are? The data transmission characteristics of coaxial cable are considerably better than those of the twisted pair cables. The coaxial cable can be used for broadband transmission. And what are the disadvantages of coaxial cable? Expensive compared to the twisted pair cables, and they are very bulky. भारी बहुत होते हैं उठाने में. Very expensive. Now, the next topic is basic type of unguided medias are. These were the guided medias, means wires were there. Now unguided medias are three types of unguided medias are there: microwaves, radio waves, and communication satellite. Microwaves. Microwave signals are used to transmit data without the use of cable. Here is a picture is there. Radio waves. The transmission making use of radio frequency is termed as radio wave transmission. This is the figure. Communication satellite. Satellite communication is a special case of microwave relay system. In this type of communication, the Earth station consists of a satellite dish that functions as an antenna and communication equipment to transmit and receive data from satellite in outer space. Have a look of this figure. We are discussing only the basic things. If you want to learn in deep of these topics, you can call me, you can ping me or comment. I will discuss these topics in brief. This is only the introductory part is there. Now thank you. If you have any queries or problems regarding the topic discussed in this video, you can clear the doubts and problems on WhatsApp, that is 9760651288, or you can comment in the comment box. I will also answer there. Thank you.